I'm back. And I've been gone for a while, and it seems like I've gone against my vape pen principles, but I figured, hey, I need a trademark of some type, and every single time I made a video for all of you, I've had a fucking cigarette in my hand. And this is the only time I'm ever gonna smoke cigarettes, so why change anything? Why fucking go against the routine? So, haven't been able to post, a lot of craziness going on in my life. There's an echo in here that I just fucking noticed. Hopefully, it doesn't fuck with the sound quality of this. But I owe y'all a video. It's been a minute, so let's get right to the subject. And that subject is why the fuck battle rap is where it is right now. Sorry, just getting over a sickness, This is why it's the way it is. Think back about 2008, 2009, you had select leagues that were putting out these battles, right? You had specific leagues. They were like, it was the big four. Well, actually, it was more like a big three, something along those lines. You had URL, Grind Time, and King of the Dart, wow. Yeah, I clearly just fucking woke up. Yeah, King of the Dot, and you also had Don't Flop nipping at the heels. So there was a big, those were the four that were putting out battles that you, well, let's be real, paid fucking attention to. And Smack took the Grind Time rappers, and they all were like, okay, we can get paid more than $250 and a card of whatever metro system that we want of whatever state we're battling, and actually make more money off of this because Smack is offering this big plug. We've got all this going on. Okay, that's fine. And they all jumped, the vast majority of them jumped over to Smack, which led to Grind Time sinking. Well, actually, that Grind Time sinking was because, kind of like Ron the Poison Pen just didn't give a remote fuck about the leagues anymore, but that's another story. Basically, what ended up happening was Smack became this Premier League with these promos that, well, they pretty much made battle rap into this grandiose thing, and they ended up with this hierarchy where they were at the top, KOTD wasn't far behind, and the rest of the leagues like iBattle and A-Hat and everything else like that were just, iBattle and A-Hat were forming, and it was like, okay, we've got a solid foundation. And along came the fucking Ustream. God bless the Ustream, because the Ustream is a big reason why it is the way that it is. The point I'm making is battle rap is happening in real fucking time now. It's happening in right before our very eyes with Ustreams, pay-per-views, and all of these leagues popping up with these battles. And the reason why it seems like it's getting washed and it seems like it's getting boring isn't because the battles are lacking. It's because we have too much access to battling. We have far too much access to it. And I mean, that's a good thing from a fan standpoint, but from a business standpoint and from a replayability standpoint, it's not that good, realistically. You used to watch a battle and be like, oh man, Verb versus Hoffa just came out. Oh my fucking God. And you watched it and watched it and watched it for two reasons. One, it's a certified classic. You niggas can't deny that. You gotta be a sorry fucking watermelon eating, pig feet, shuck driving ass nigga to fucking deny the greatness that is Verb versus Matt Hoffa. And reason number two, there was nothing else out. There was no other fucking battle. There was nothing there. There was literally nothing. You can go back in the past and watch a past battle, and that's what gave other battles replayability. That's what made them so fucking dope. But now, you've got battles dropping virtually every fucking week. There's no anticipation for anything. I mean, you anticipate it, but it's like, okay, this shit's gonna be out in a week anyway. Or I can watch this shit on the Ustream or the pay-per-view. I have instant access to it, or whatever the case may be. I can watch it whenever. It's like, oh, okay, we become whitewashed to it, to a point where Lux versus Hollow. We talked about Lux versus Hollow for maybe a week, but for the most part, it might as well have been, oh my God, that was the craziest battle this year. Next, we're so whitewashed to it, and that's becoming a fucking problem with battle rap. That's becoming a big problem because now we're not appreciating battles for what they are. we're not actually taking into consideration the effort that goes into this stuff because of the fact that now dream matchups are fucking happening in real time. Like, remember we used to sit on Twitter and we used to be like, man, Clips versus Conceited would be dope as fuck. Bam, right there. KOTD made it happen. Oh man, Sway versus Arsenal, man. Imagine how crazy that should be, man. Smack ain't never gonna set that shit. Bam. Other leagues are taking the dream matches that we want to see and making them a reality, and they're doing it rapidly. And that's why we're not appreciating the matches for what they are. That's why the matches actually are not what they are. You know, like, it's just there's too much and it's happening in real time. That's the problem with battle rap right now. That's the big problem. And maybe somewhere down the line, this can be remedied in some way. But realistically, it's just not that fucking good. I mean, you know, it's a dry spell right now. Realistically, it's a very dry spell, drier than Rich Dollar's lips on a blistery winter day. Like, it's that dry, like, you know. So, that being said, do I have a remedy for it? No, I just come here and bitch about it in front of y'all. I mean, if there was actually a steadfast remedy for it, it would be the fact that I think that fans as a whole should appreciate these battles a little bit more for the speed they're coming out, you know? Like, that's pretty much the gist of it. You know, I just want it to get to a point of where, like, more people can appreciate it instead of 1 minute, oh, this battle's out from this league, this battle's out from this league, this battle's out from this league, this battle's out from this league. And so that's personally why I'm kind of like, oh my God, I'm kind of like tired of this shit. I'm ridiculously tired of where battle rap is going right now, because of how many battles are coming out and how rapid they're coming out. It's not that I can't keep up. I have no problem keeping up. It's the fact that these battles are just coming out so fast and in such a great abundance that's why we don't appreciate them for what they are. I mean, I kind of have a problem with that. Don't any of you, like, don't you have a problem with that? I mean, okay, yeah, it's like battle. But on my old school heads that I talk to on Twitter all the time, you know, we actually missed the whole, like, when a battle came out, it was mass group talking. Now there's so many battles, it's just like, there's no point in mass group talking, you know, like, we don't even do that anymore. Like, that's how fast battles are coming out. Like, when a battle came out, it was like, yes, and then you knew there was no other battle for, like, the next 2 months, so you studied and analyzed the shit. Now, it's not the case, so. Well, that's pretty much the point that I want to fucking make, and to make my overwhelming comeback to YouTube and everything else along those lines. And so Angry Fan can just, you know, what up, Angry Fan? How you doing? I made a video. Now you can shut the fuck up about it, okay? So, Majin, I'm out. Peace.